Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nemeka Onyeka Obiareri. Sincerely speaking, there are a lot of things that are so wrong about the way we run Nigeria, especially by way of consumer protection. In 2013, thereabout, Goodluck Jonathan unbundled PSCN to 11 social companies, 5 gencos and 6 discos. Assets worth over 3.2 trillion naira were sold to cronies for less than 403 billion naira, all inclusive. And most of those who bought the discos, because some of those who bought the gencos have actually gone to add values to them by increasing capacities and everything. But all of the people that bought the discos, from Eko disco to Abuja disco to Ikeja disco to Enugu disco to Benin disco, all of them, what most of them did was to go to the banks, do leverage financing 100%, took the assets from the federal government and started dishing out darkness and extorting Nigerians. Now, these guys inherited all the assets under the areas within their coverage. Most of these assets, transformers, electric poles, cables, most of them were actually purchased by communities and through private self-help efforts. Like in my own community, Amagi Hube, all the disco equipments there, assets from the transformers to the poles, electric poles, to the wires, we are purchased through contributions by community members. Now, these guys inherited it. They didn't add any value. No value was added. All they do is that once they give you, make them light 2 times in a month, they will come and bring bills. If you don't pay, they will go and cut the wires that they did not install. The transformers will blow. They will not replace it. They will wait for you to contribute money to buy transformer. They will come and energize it, and the same madness everywhere. Now, something is really disturbing. Something is really disturbing. That is why I need to, I woke up this morning. My kid's sister wanted to get 3-phase meter from Abuja Disco for one of our properties there, and they told her for her to get a 3-phase meter, she will have to pay 380,000 naira, 350,000 naira. And that 350,000 does not even guarantee that she will get it within 1 month or within this thing. Then if she wants the one that is 2-phase, that'll be 180,000. That one will take about 6 months. Now, what is the work of Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commission? By right, discos are not supposed by any means to be asking people to pay for meters, and it will take that long. I expect the regulators to put their feet on ground and say it clearly, amend the laws. Any consumer who desires to have his place electrified or to tap from disco's line, give a timeline. It can't be more than 2-3 weeks, and the discos will provide those meters and factor the cost of those meters in the bill by the consumers. How do we plan to industrialize Nigeria and grow the rail sector when we cannot generate enough power? We can't distribute it. One of the key resources, one of the key infrastructure that we need to catalyze productivity in Nigeria is electricity. If we have gotten to a situation where we allowed such impunity by the discos, and it is not the first time, it has always been there since 2013. Nobody is doing anything to protect the average Nigerian. Nobody is doing anything to protect the consumers. These discos are lawless and a law unto themselves. Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, please, you have to step up. You have to do more. Every relevant provisions of the act need to be amended. The discos must be compelled to provide enough meters for their consumers, and there should be a timeline to it. If a consumer decides and desires to get a meter, the discos must have a timeline to deliver it. How many Nigerians can actually afford to pay 350,000 naira for a 3-phase meter? Let us be honest. In a country where we have 197 million people living below the World Bank poverty threshold, income threshold, monthly income threshold of $64.50, which is about 100,000 naira. How many Nigerians can actually cough out 350,000 naira to buy a 3-phase meter? And they will still wait for 1 month. Come on. Why do we hate ourselves so much in this country? Why do we allow and permit all manner of impunity and the silliness and wickedness and extortion? And we allow it, it goes. Nobody checkmates it. I know, even after this video, this thing had gone viral, they will still, those in authority will still not do nothing. And we want to build a $1 trillion economy. $1 trillion economy. Not like this. Don't be like this. Now they take waka from Abuja, reach Umahia. Bye bye.